Should Jamal Adams demand a trade at this point?
I wouldn't mind. Why the hell should he want to be a member of the New York Jets, a perpetually moribund franchise? They haven't been in the playoffs since 2010. They stink. We all know it. We hope that they move in a different direction. I'm sorry to say that about your former team, Mike Tannenbaum, but damn it, that's the way I feel. The fact of the matter is this. You have a situation where there is an individual in Chicago, if I remember correctly, Coach, Eddie Jackson, a former fourth-round pick in the same draft as Jamal Adams. He inks a 4-year, $58 million deal. That's the kind of money the number 6 overall pick in the same draft is looking for. And there's a problem here. Jamal Adams has been there. Now, granted, last year wasn't the same as the year before. Had 115 tackles the year before last. This year, it went down to 75, although he played 2 less games. He was second on the team in sacks. He led the team in tackles. This dude, in terms of the mindset, the culture, and everything else. Tell me something negative about Jamal Adams. Last time I checked, every football aficionado out there, Mike T, says that this dude might be the best strong safety in football. Also, he's in the media capital of the world. Also, he's a big reason why the Jets even gain any headlines outside of picking a quarterback. This is what we're talking about here. And you can't pay this dude some money? As far as I'm concerned, the Dallas Cowboys had expressed interest in him in the past. I don't know of too many teams in need of a safety that wouldn't want Jamal Adams. I don't know of too many teams who wouldn't come up with 4 years and $58 million in order to give him, which is what he's asking for. And so for me, when I look at it from that perspective, you got a team that's perpetually moribund like the New York Jets, who are lucky to get headlines, for crying out loud. They're lucky we even talking about them with how much with the lack of productivity that they have put on the field. And the one person who has shown up and has produced for you while elevating your culture and the mindset of a football team that you will want to have, you want to play around with him, particularly now, because the coronavirus pandemic is coming on, is here, and as a result, you'll probably use that as an excuse to try and curtail paying the dude. As far as I'm concerned, listen, you go someplace else, you're going to win on both fronts. Number one, more than likely, you'll get your money, and number two, you damn sure will win more than you have with the New York Jets, because last year, they went 7-9. And if you listen to the Jets, it's like a cause for celebration. Why wasn't there a parade on Broadway? That's how pathetic it is with Gangrene. 7-9 is a cause for celebration. Matter of fact, Max and Mike T, I say take the gang out of their name and just call them Green. They don't even deserve the word gang before Gangrene. They don't even deserve it, because what the hell have they done? Go ahead.
Let me take you behind the curtain. I know that Adam Gase really likes Jamal Adams, because when we were together in Miami and we had to face Jamal Adams, who was on the New York Jets, he was always scared of where he was. Jamal Adams is a great player, and greatness, as Coach Parcells would define it, guys, is someone who has attributes you can't see, and he makes everybody better. So while we could say safeties aren't as important as corners, Jamal Adams is a great player. He brings a lot of, again, moxie to the table, a lot of energy. He creates not only turnovers, but game-changing plays. And I know Adam Gase and a lot of other offensive head coaches, the first thing they want to know is, where's Adams? Where is he lining up? Is he blitzing? Where is he? Because he is a playmaker on that side of the ball. Now, as it relates to the finances, if I'm Jamal Adams, I say 3 things to Joe Douglas and Adam Gase: Zeke Elliott, Zeke Elliott, and Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott played 3 years of his rookie deal, a year going back to 2016. Last year held out, and Jerry Jones paid him top dollar for running backs. So if I'm Jamal Adams, I said, hey, I played 3 years. Look what Dallas did for Zeke Elliott, and now you should pay me. Now, when you go on the other side of it, and if I'm the Jets, and I think you're making a great point, Max, which is this: Sam Darnold creates a window. We know that when Joe Flacco signed his extension with Baltimore, they lost 8 starters off of that team that went to the Super Bowl. So if I'm the Jets, I don't want to pay Adams yet, and that Zeke Elliott precedent scares me to death, but he's a guy I have to keep, because he is a guy that, hey, call us what you want, the clown franchise, moribund. He is a guy that should be there as part of the transformation to turn this team around.
We look at numbers, and I understand we have to look at the numbers, sir. But my problem is that you know this better than me. It's more than that defines the value of a particular player when it comes to football, particularly inside that locker room, particularly as it pertains to culture, not just their performance on the field. The performance on the field, sure, you can look at that and then look at the numbers and then make your business decision from that. But when I hear executives and coaches talk about a football team, y'all are so big about culture. Y'all are so big about the elements that provide inspiration to elevate the level of play, galvanizing folks around them. Jamal Adams is not just a guy that performs as a strong safety. Jamal Adams is a football player, and the kind of effort that he puts out on the field has a contagious effect on the rest of the team. He's about holding himself and others accountable. He's about reminding you, I come from LSU. I ain't trying to lose all the damn time, okay? It's not satisfactory to go 5-11 or 4-12 or even 7-9. I need more than that from all of y'all. And I think that matters, sir. And that's why I think you got to pace guys for stuff like
Mike,
that, too, is what I'm saying. That has to come into the equation, Mr.
Steve,
Mike T.
But Stephen A., here's what I would say about something that's unsatisfactory. Look at the Dallas Cowboys situation. They made 3 mistakes. They paid Zeke Elliott early. They didn't pay Amari Cooper when they traded him with the Raiders. And they re-signed Lyle Collins, a good but not great offensive lineman. So if you just indiscriminately pay people when you want to or when they're complaining, now you're in a situation where Dak Prescott's 26 years old, won 40 games, and now you can't pay him. You Right.
He's not just anybody.
Jamal Adams, but my point is, no, he's not. He is a force multiplier. And again, Adam Gase, I'm telling you, I was there for the game plan meetings. Adam Gase did not like facing Jamal Adams. I agree with you. But if you just pay players before you have to, you could be in a situation where if Sam Darnold becomes the player you hope he does, as Max alluded to, he's on his rookie deal. Now all of a sudden you want to put yourself in a cap situation where you can't pay your quarterback.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.